In today's video, I'm going to be detailing the interior of this pretty mucky VW Passat, and I've got the help of some products here which have kindly been sent to test out and get my honest thoughts on. The first thing that I did on this interior was remove the mats and give it a very thorough vacuum. Here I'm using the Nilfisk Buddy 2 vacuum cleaner, and this is the 12 litre version. I do have an individual review on this if you do want to check that out, but here I'm using the turbo attachment on the mats, as this is really good at dealing with pet hair and sand. And then inside the vehicle I use the crevice attachment on the carpets and the brush attachment on the leather and plastic areas. There were a couple of cases where I needed the help of the drill brush, where there was some particularly ingrained sand. However, vacuuming this vehicle didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would, and I was really happy that I was quite easily able to remove all the debris. I then wanted to deep clean the mats next, so they had plenty of time to dry out before putting them back in the car. So I went in with the Horticulture Interior Shampoo, and I did actually decant this into my Pressol sprayer. There's nothing wrong with the spray trigger that this one comes with, but the Pressol one is a double action one, so it does just help to get that product onto the mats a little bit faster. I then set up my Karcher SC3 steam cleaner and went to work agitating the fabric further using that brush attachment. I followed up with a little bit more of the chemical and a drill brush, just to really get into all those fibres, before performing the extraction stage using the Nilfisk Buddy. On the rear mats I just did a single pass of this process, but on the front mats I did repeat the process of applying the chemical, agitating with steam, and the drill brush, and then extracting, just to make sure these were as clean as possible. I also made use of the steam cleaner inside the vehicle as well, and used it to help dislodge some dirt from more intricate areas. clean the plastic surfaces, I went in with Car Scope Canopy Interior Cleaner. I sometimes do dilute this, but on this particular car I felt like I needed it at full strength, so I agitated it with my collection of detailing brushes and interior scrub pads to get the mud out of some textured plastics. On the leather seats and steering wheel, I went in with Gion's mild leather cleaner and combined this with some fresh scrub pads, just using very light pressure this time, as I don't like being too aggressive on leather. This did a really good job at removing the shine from the seats and steering wheel, and some mud from particular areas as well. And I went through quite a few brand new scrub pads whilst doing this, and was pretty shocked myself just to see how much dirt was coming off on those pads. At this point in the process, I did just tidy up the glass and the infotainment screen using DIY Details glass cleaner and the Rag Company FTW microfiber towel. This is a fuss-free combo that doesn't leave any streaks and handled this glass perfectly. I also added some interior protection here using Gion products, so I went with leather coat on the seats, and then I went in with the Gion Purify coating on the high touch plastic areas like the buttons and indicator. Leather coat just helps to protect a little bit from friction, dye transfer and any stains from spillages to keep that leather looking a little bit fresher. Gion's Purify coating is a little bit of an interesting one. The idea here is it leaves an antimicrobial finish on these surfaces, and I just applied it using the pad provided and then let it dry, and it didn't leave any streaks behind. It's really hard to test how effective products like this are, but I know there are plenty of people out there that are interested in this kind of product.